Hey guys, so it's that time again for another video. So while I have some free time, I figured I'd show y'all how I've learned Japanese. And I've been meaning to do this video for a while now. I've just been really procrastinating on it. But I'm finally gonna get around to doing that today. So yeah, hopefully you guys will check out some of the books and things in this video. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so I started learning Japanese in college in 2007, and I learned through these books, Nakama, and I haven't really seen like a whole lot of users here on YouTube using these books. I have to say that they're alright. Pretty much just gets you through like the basics, like basic kanji here. But the speaking is very like robotic, like just enough to like introduce you to the language and get you to familiarize how they speak it. So then we moved on to the second book, and this one goes a little more in detail with the language. So you're not really going through the basics anymore, you're learning more vocabulary and more kanji as well. So like I think halfway through the book in this series, then like once summer starts, you can take a summer class for kanji, and this is the kanji book that we used for that summer class, and this really helped boost my kanji level. As you can see, it has like these stroke orders and meanings in English. It also has like fill in the blanks where you can fill in the correct kanji. So it has lots of great activities, and they even provide you with this little booklet here of all the kanji that you learn. I think it goes up to 500. You can learn up to 500 total. So probably not enough to like read through a newspaper or anything, but enough to make you feel comfortable with the language. And I know there is a second volume. I've been meaning to buy that, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So yeah, I highly recommend this kanji book if you really want to study kanji. So yeah, that's pretty much just like the basics for starting out. And I do highly recommend that you take like a course or something to force you to learn the language. So as you're studying these books, you probably want to buy a few dictionaries as well. Like my teacher recommended these two books. One's a kanji dictionary, and one's just like a regular old-fashioned dictionary. Like here's a kanji dictionary, and this is published by Kodansha, which is great. Kodansha books are usually very good. It gives you like several different readings with the kanji, which is great, and how you pronounce it. And gives you English definitions, or English, the English word for that kanji. And yeah, I highly recommend this. And she also recommended Furigana Japanese Dictionary. So you have your Japanese side and then English The English is in the back, so if you want to look up the English word, you have to go through the back. If you look up the furigana for the kanji, you can probably find it that way. Like here, you see matataku, then it provides you the kanji for that word. That's just one way to find it. You may also want to look into buying an electronic dictionary, and I have one for the DS. And the great thing about this one is you can write the kanji. If you don't know the furigana, you can write down the kanji, and then it can search it, the furigana for you. But sometimes it will have an English definition, so I highly recommend this as well. So after I took all my classes in college, that was a total of about 5 semesters, and it took about maybe 2.5 years to complete all the classes. So pretty much after I took all those classes, I went to Japan itself, and which I think is a great thing, because it really shows like how much you've learned over those past couple of years, and really makes you feel good that you've actually learned something. And you know, this is like with any language. I highly recommend that you just go visit the country itself after you've taken a bunch of classes. It's just very rewarding that you've learned so much, and you can communicate with another person in a different language. So pretty much while I was in Japan, I wanted to buy some books that would maybe help me study on my own. That's what I'm going to show you in this next part here. Alright, so first up I have here is this little animal book. Very small. Smaller than my hand. Bought it for fairly cheap, about $6 US. And I remember while I was in Japan, I thought I should buy some useful learning books. So of course I wanted to get like an animal book, maybe a few kanji books, just any kind of learning source would be great. So I found this on the way to the checkout line, and yeah, it's a really cute little book for kids, or for anybody who's learning the language. But yeah, it has nice pictures, and it tells you the name of the animal in Japanese, of course. Yeah, here's an example. Dacho is ostrich. Dacho. Let's see. Nile-wani. It's a Nile River crocodile, I guess. Alligator. And then there's kitten, which is giraffe. And I sometimes hear little kids say like Kirin-san, Mr. Giraffe. There's Africa Zoo, Zo-san. It's an elephant. Sai, rhino. Cheetah, lion. Yeah, these are just really like the real basics. And then it gives you like a little story here, or information about them, about the animal. This thing I thought was pretty cute. And there's a dingo, our favorite wild dog. So yeah, highly recommend picking up something like this if you ever visit Japan. And buy something like this. And there's like this little onomatopoeia dictionary that I bought, or that I got one year for Christmas. And it basically tells you like the definitions of what some of their suffixes mean, like guru guru, which is something like spinning around or something rolling. It's one of the common ones. There's kuru kuru, somebody spinning or something spinning. So two very common suffixes. And I'm sure you probably see those a lot in manga. So yeah, this is also a great one to have if you're reading manga or reading a novel. And I do have a few novels here. I do have more than this, but these are just like a few examples of ones I've read. Like this one I'm currently reading through, like about halfway through it. And so far I've been able to get at least most of it I've been able to understand. So this is where I'll stop about, and I hope to continue it soon. But you can really tell it's like a novel for children. And it's got the furigana there by the kanji. And over there, I think there was some, it might have been on another book, where there was kanji on, or furigana. Yeah, here we go. Like, see this one here? This one doesn't have any furigana on some of the kanji. Like, once you're introduced to, I guess like a new kanji, or something that you may not be familiar with, then they'll add the furigana there. But like the simple ones that you should know, they don't have the furigana over it. Like this one, tabemono, that one's really simple. But yeah, those are some other ways to learn. Then of course you also have like manga, like kids manga, like Nagasarete Airanto, about to set book off in Japan. And of course you have your video game manga, which are really simple. This one I've been able to read through 100% through all the volumes. I've been able to understand nearly all of it. And you can probably see why, because there's hardly any text in here. And I like that this is all in color. It's really cute. Just some other manga I've been able to read through. These, I also recommend picking those up. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers like how I've been able to learn Japanese. Of course, there's like the Japanese YouTube where you can search videos in Japanese and hear people speaking. There's that way. There's plenty of ways for you to learn a language. Yeah, I hope this video helped out. Hopefully you guys will check out some of the books here. And I guess that will wrap things up for now, and I'll catch y'all later.